Hi, morning, Alan. Morning.
Good morning, Neil.
Oh, Neil, I'll be honest, we were both gutted after last night. Where did you watch the game, Neil?
I was at home watching it, and my missus kept saying, "Stop saying, oh my God." I must have said it 100 times. I've never felt like that in it, watching another team in England. The last time I felt like that, Alan, I know you'll say, no, it can't be as bad as that. You know, when we got relegated at Cardiff for that Chelsea game, when my mate Aspilicueta was up that 4-yard offside.
Yeah.
And I remember looking round the dressing room, and after the game, we should have won that game. They only equalised with that offside goal about 3 or 4 minutes to go. And I looked round and it was devastating. And I just kept thinking last night, you imagine Pep going in that dressing room now. You know, his team's been far the best. They haven't got done by a referee decision, even though I know the lad should have been booked, probably sent off.
Yeah.
But he's gone in there, and he's absolutely, and I just don't know. I've just felt really, that's the only way I could correspond with how I felt last night. That going back and thinking, that's since then I've not felt like this.
Well, I said to Gabby, I went to bed and I felt really weird. I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about it, and it was running over my head. I remember after the first leg in Manchester, Neil, thinking 4-2, that's it, change it now, flood the midfield, make it difficult, hold on, have that 2-goal cushion. Don't get me wrong, Real Madrid have got some top players, but they've done it again at 1-0. Yeah. Last 10-15 minutes, we don't give them nothing here. Nothing. Yeah. Don't let them cross the ball. Don't give them silly free kicks, Do you know what I mean? I think
I listened to you earlier, Alan, and for me as a manager, the two fullbacks in the last 30 minutes, I thought were a disgrace. Never stopped to cross. Never looked like wanting to stop a cross.
Oh, it kills me, that does.
And the penalty. Where's he going with the penalty?
No.
It's as if they don't. I know you say you're not bothered, but I can't believe that Zinchenko and who was it? The other one, Cancelo.
Yeah.
They never even looked as if they wanted to stop a cross.
Do you think it's changed though, Neil? Because when I played, Neil, Martin O'Neill would take you off the field if you never stopped the cross.
Absolutely.
I see that every week in the Premier, Neil. I see it every week saying stop the cross. That's you're a defender, you're a fullback. Don't let him cross the ball.
But he will. I think he will. He will look at himself as well in the mirror. I must admit, when I was younger, I made a few decisions like, changing it when we were winning, and it backfired on me big time. And I think he will have he look at himself as well to make that many. I think he did it because they were so comfy. And they were so comfy, weren't they? You never looked like. But you always knew. I remember talking out loud saying, there's something to come yet. They've always got something in the locker, this lot.
Yeah.
And he'll have looked at the changes he made and taking his leaders off. I mean, when they got equaliser, I'm thinking, well, where are they going to score now? I know Jack did all right when he created a couple. But I thought, blinking, ain't Mahrez and the captain and all that.
Do you think as well, though, Neil, like, you were a great manager, but you had some great defenders who wanted to go and head the ball. Yesterday, from the first minute to the last minute, I don't think they won many headers, City defenders. The Benzema cut back for the first one, then Rodrigo's second goal, like, unmarked. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like in the box, I don't understand.
There was almost in awe of him, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were just, and like you, I never thought they ever looked like winning a header from a corner kick.
Yeah.
Never in a million years did they ever look like winning a header, did they?
No. So, Neil, how does he pick them up now? Because it will be a disaster now if Liverpool pick them for the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? Because they are some team, but I thought they looked a bit leggy. And I'm now thinking, how do you pick them up? How do you do it, Neil?
I didn't think they looked like that, if I'm honest. I didn't think they did bad. Yeah, they didn't play so well first half, but I always thought they were in charge. So I don't look at it. I mean, if I were Liverpool last night, you'd have been praying for Real Madrid to win. Absolutely praying for Real Madrid to win, I think. Because I just think Manchester City, when they're on form, they're as good as though. But it just shows you what they need. They're just strikers missing, aren't they? And heaven knows what it'll be like next year. I don't think he'll go, Alan. I do think he'll sign a top striker. And I think
Haaland or something like that?
Yes, I do. And I think they'll go on them. Because he's never moaned about his striker situation, but he's not had one, really. I mean, Jesus done well, but, blinking at Harry Kane, all that talk last year, and then, so I think, but it'll be a challenge for him now, because this next 2-3 days, you can't get that out of your mind.
No.
And whether he's got the type of player, you know, he's going to have to rely on his captain in the dressing room to get a grip as well, because they are a good side and they can win the league. But how he overcomes this disappointment, it'll be the biggest disappointment of his career, this, without a shadow of a doubt.
Neil, I wanted to ask you, like you said then, you had a weird feeling watching a game like Al did and I did. I was watching it in a bar in London last night. And
that surprises me.
Don't tell the gaffer. But whenever Real Madrid scored, 99% of the bar jumped up, running around cheering, and I was surprised because I'm not a Man City fan, but I'm an English club fan, so I wanted them to go through. Does that surprise you? Is that normal? Because I'm getting hammered on Twitter saying that that's normal.
Well, it did surprise me, if I'm honest, because I didn't really realise there were that much sort of, not hatred, but against, you know, Manchester City.
Well, if it was Man
United, playing against Real Madrid.
Yeah, if it was United, you'd understand it.
Yeah, if it were in Manchester and there were a red bar, I'd understand that. But, Alan, you know, like tonight, Alan, are you hoping Rangers get through?
I'm going to watch West Ham now.
I know what you're going to watch, but, you know, what do you want Rangers to get through?
Neil, if Rangers play West Ham in Seville, you might as well call NATO. Bring them in, I'm telling you.
I did think about you.
Oh, look at the time. Neil's with us to 10. It's 8:13.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.